Ruins may crumble, but the spirit of the empire endures. At a time when empires burned in the fires of war and civilizations struggled for survival, a force emerged from the dry and scorching deserts that changed the course of history: the Parthians. Warriors who, from the heart of sandstorms and amidst the ruins of the ancient world, built an empire that stood resilient against the greatest powers of its time. In a world filled with contrasts, they forged a new strength, balancing war and peace through military strategy and diplomacy. Amidst the sands of Mesopotamia and on the threshold of the 3rd century BCE, the Parthians decided to establish a city that would not only solidify the borders of their empire, but also rise as a prominent commercial and military center at the heart of the ancient world. This city was Hatra, a legendary fortress that stood firm against the storms of fate.
Over time, Hatra transformed from a simple fortress into a city like no other, a city intertwined with the destinies of Eastern and Western empires, earning its place in history as a symbol of resilience and cultural survival. Situated at the crossroads of major trade routes between the East and West, Hatra evolved from a military stronghold into one of the most illustrious cultural and economic hubs. At its peak, during the 2nd century CE, the city was not only a haven for rulers and merchants, but also a cradle of art and civilization. The Temple of the Sun, the beating heart of the city, stood as a sanctuary where people worshipped their gods under the shadows of its massive stones, while merchants from distant lands bartered over gold, silk, and spices in a chorus of diverse tongues. Hatra was a meeting point of civilizations, bridging the cultures of the East and West.
But greatness is never eternal. In 116 CE, Emperor Trajan of Rome marched towards Hatra with a formidable army, believing that, like many cities before it, Hatra would crumble before the might of Rome. He was mistaken. The swift Parthian horsemen, like phantoms amid the dust, encircled the Romans. Their deadly arrows rained from the sky, striking down legionnaires one by one. The lightning-fast assaults and intelligent tactics of the Parthians crippled Rome's war machine. Trajan, realizing he faced an indomitable force, had no choice but to retreat. Hatra, the fortress that humbled Rome, became a symbol of defiance.
Yet no city can stand against the passage of time forever. In 240 CE, the Sassanids, led by Shapur I, finally breached Hatra's walls after prolonged battles. Flames consumed its temples, and the city, amid ruin and ashes, succumbed.
However, Hatra was never truly forgotten. The stones that remain still whisper tales of battles, grandeur, and resilience to history, a legacy that lives on, telling the story of a land that stood against the powers of the world and became eternal.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, like the video and leave your comment, share it with your friends.